And hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment. With me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Season 5, Episode 14. One more episode to go until the season finale. I know, a very short season. It literally just came back. But, what can you do? But, for those who watches Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I will be returning with those new episodes starting tomorrow night. I am so excited for that, but we'll talk about that when it comes on tomorrow night. So let's talk about more DC's Legends of Tomorrow. This was an odd episode, not in a bad way, more of a I don't want to say confusion, more of a what is going on kind of episode. First of all, we all know what happened with the team last week. If you've been catching up with Legends of Tomorrow, the team pretty much fought zombies, got their butts whooped, and then we didn't know what happened to them. We thought they died. We thought something happened to them. We thought they got transported to another planet or whatever. And then they ended up in, I guess, another world where, Charlie's sisters are running the show now, and the Legends are pretty much stuck inside television. Yeah, they pretty much went back into television, but this time no Nora magic or anything like that helping them out. They have no idea who they are, and the team are literally spread out through TV shows. So you have Zuri, her brother, and Nate pretty much are in a sitcom that kind of reminds me reminds us of Friends. So there's that. So they play the funny characters, and you have the live audience reactions of them laughing and all that stuff. You have Sarah and Ava trapped in a spoof of Star Trek. Literally a spoof of Star Trek. It's hilarious. Where they talk like this, and we must stop the bad guys from coming after us. How William Shatner, they used to make fun of him. Like how in Family Guy, they will make fun of how he talked like this, and we have no idea why he's doing that. Kind of like that. And then, of course, you have Constantine, Ava, Astra, and Astra pretty much stuck in a version of Downton Abbey. Yeah, pretty much. You heard me say that correctly. Yep, Downton Abbey. And of course you have Gary being one of those guys who's like, oh yeah, this world isn't real. This is fake. And you have poor Mona, pretty much trapped being one of the slaves, doing her duty, doing what she's supposed to do, listen to the gods. And then they're the only ones who kind of figure out something's going on. They help the team pretty much try to get back their memories, and then Charlie comes and gets involved as well. We find out that Charlie was the one who put them in the TV shows because she wanted to protect them, because she was afraid that her sisters will vaporize them from existence. So Charlie thought, hey, listen, if I put you guys in these television shows and you guys don't know who you guys are, you guys will be safe. And we got to see the original Zuri come back as well. Zuri, remember she's trapped in the bracelet when the new Zuri was around. So we got to see her come back, take over the new Zuri body, and pretty much got to reunite with her brother, reunite with Nate. So that was cool. We got to see Mick Longhair. He's a Star Trek villain, I guess, going after Ava and Sarah. So we got to see that. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, the team pretty much breaks the spell. They get out of their situation. And now we have two Zuris now. We got Zuri from the past, which is from seasons... when did she show up? Season 3 and 4. Our original Zuri. And the new Zuri. One's with her brother. The other one's with Nate. So we got to see that. We got to see Mick pretty much be himself again. Zuri's brother's alive now. So that's cool. And the whole team literally is back in business again at the end of the episode, and now they gotta try to find a way to stop Charlie's sisters. So it's very, very, very interesting episode. We got to see them interact with a bootleg Mr. Rogers. That was strange, like literally strange, of them interacting with their version of Mr. Rogers, I guess, a spin-off version of Mr. Rogers, spoof, or whatever you want to call it. We got to see that. That was interesting. But yeah, this episode was, like I said, it was funny, weird, a little bit of it was all over the place, put it that way. This whole episode was all over the place. And by the way, the one negative I have about this episode, very small. You know, you figure the gods, you know, they want the people to be their slaves. They only eat one type of food, but yet they get television time, and they get something around their necks that kind of kills them if they decided, you know, they're breaking the law or something. So, you know, I find it weird that slaves have to, they only get one television. You figure you get them one television show that's kind of like has nothing to do with anything, but they get a whole variety of sitcoms and sci-fi television. So it's like, okay, so you listen to the Lords, and then you get these kind of two TV shows. Sign me up. So that felt out of place a little bit to me. So I felt that it was very weird and odd that, you know, all these people get to go home after their job, and then they get to sit down and eat their mush or whatever they were eating, and watch all their favorite programs on TV. So go figure with that. But you know, what can you do? And next week will be the season finale of the show. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer that, you know, it's ending early. But you know, with this pandemic, like I said, you know, nobody can do anything right now. All the show's production is in Canada, so who knows what the situation is up there. So hopefully they can reopen soon, so the guys can go back and start redoing the shows again. But yeah. But so far this season has been pretty fun. You know, it's not my favorite season. Although, yeah, it's not my favorite season only because, you know, Courtney Ford and her husband, Brendan Ralph, both left the show, and they were like the coolest parts of the show, period. Besides Sarah and Ava and the rest of the team. But, yeah, so now we're going to have to see what happens next week's episode. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode, and stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good night.